is just swapping now.
I believe this is it. No, that's not it.
Oh, we're back live.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, yes, that is it. So here's what's gonna happen, guys. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna have Speedy host this because my internet is doing dog shit right now, and my internet I don't think it can hold up here. So, are we back? We all right?
I think we're good.
Yes, I think they.
Okay, we'll you know
heard
what?
all that.
We'll keep going, and if it goes down, I'm gonna send Speedy the stuff anyway, and if it goes down, it will.
Okay.
Here.
There you go.
Copy. Dropbox.
No more
So,
nat 20s.
I threw my dagger, and it didn't quite connect the way I thought it was going to.
Yeah, you're not. So you're not
something metal.
You're not sure exactly what happens, but you do feel that sort of rope. No, come on, stop it. Stop it. You do feel that sort of rope of blood that you are still connected to.
And does that feel anything or anyone?
Here, hold on one second. You're not sure. It's taut is all you know.
Oh.
Okay.
As far as I know, I've lassoed this guy.
Roll me another might check with advantage.
All right, cool.
Copy.
Nat 20 again.
Oh my fucking god.
Huh?
Nuts.
What the
It's a-
mother
on fire.
of
It's
a
God?
39.
Oh no!
Holy shiza!
I should have kissed you or something to quell your rampant, violent
Apparently,
rage.
all it took was losing the beard. It's just good luck for rolls.
There you
Clearly.
It's new face.
go. Let it ride.
Birthday luck!
Let her rip.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
To be 21 again.
Right? Oh my god.
All right. So as you pull, you feel something heavy on the end. It's like pulling on like a giant weight, and you feel the rope go slack for a second as whatever it is falls because it doesn't just kind of yank off and straight to you. It kind of falls off the tower, and you hear a loud smashing sound as it slams into the cobblestones below.
What is it?
That's good.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go find it.
I go find it.
Is it my thing still wrapped around it?
Oh no!
Yes, you do. I mean, you have it, but you're gonna need it's not gonna be quick. You're gonna be pulling
Yeah, I
this
know.
thing end over end.
I'm
for
not
a
trying to
little while.
pull. I don't mean to pull it to me. I just mean so I know exactly where it is. And if I could, I'd like to constrict it in case it is a living thing.
Okay. You, by the way, you are not 100%. You are still getting a grasp over your blood control. It's not it's spotty. You grasp the basics of it, but there's a lot of it that you still don't quite understand because it's just kind of it's more of an instinct than finesse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, pretty much all of this right now is just pure instinct because Felix is kind of in a rage.
Sorry. All right.
All right.
By the way, I sent you all the stuff, so if we need it, you have it. It's in Zoom chat.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty.
It's in Zoom chat.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm kind of just gonna take. Gurney's just gonna shake his head and just. All right. Okay, let's go see what he wrangled up. Everybody keep moving. Try to stay low. And I'm just gonna keep the haze above us as we approach whatever he wrangled up and drag down here.
All right.
Time to clean up Felix's mess.
Yeah, if it's humanoid, I'm running towards it, blade
Okay.
drawn, not necessarily attacking it yet. But
Okay. As you guys make your way from your sort of shelter around the corner of this building out into the alleyway, you're trudging through these dark, sort of smoke-choked streets, bodies sort of piled along the edges of the road, broken buildings and facades around you, and you hear ahead of you quite a loud like a din is picking up, quite a voices, shouting voices.
I'm going to say, okay, no thanks. We're gonna go over here. And is there like a place we can hide on this on approaching to the tower?
Yeah, you can duck inside of a building if you want. You can
Yeah.
do whatever you
It's
want.
probably like a mob.
The closest one that we can get. I'm gonna just like put the wall of this like obscuring barrier in front of us as we try to like get as close as we can into one of the buildings. And I tell you guys, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it seem as though we're in this building. Ah, Lisa. And we're going to roll around the other side and try to get around these guys because they're probably upset that we just did that. I'm sorry.
All right, cool. If you can't open the door, I'll smash it down.
Oh, after you, Ulrich.
All right, sweet.
Felix is still kind of mad, but
I'll just break it open.
I grab you by your lovely new clothes, if need be, Felix.
Felix is like trying to follow the rope. He's like tugging on his own blood and basically like walking forward, kind of almost pushing the blood back into his own hand.
Do I
as
need
he
to
does so.
cut that off, or
All right. So you guys
are you gonna be able to get it out?
so you guys wanted to duck inside the building?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Well, is there gonna be like a freaking nerd's rope or like fruit by the foot leading Felix
He
right
can
to
he
us
can
in there?
he can let it go at any time.
I will tell Felix. Okay, Felix, cut it off. You did what you did.
Felix's eyes are glazed over still.
I make you look at me, and I say, Felix, look at me, and listen to me. Okay? You're not just a wandering priest anymore. You're a hunter of the of the First Watch. Fuck, not Night's Watch. It's a different series. You're a hunter now. You can't just go running in there, because they will die. They will bring what they did to
corrupted,
those.
We don't have time for this.
I know.
I'm standing by the door.
They're
Yeah.
corrupted. They're attacking us. If we are hunters, then we should be killing. We should
And we're gonna do
hunt,
it smart.
not run.
We're gonna do it smart. We're not going to charge in like that. Take them by surprise. Let that fear settle in for a moment. Then you can savor it.
Yeah. Fear of God.
I wink. And I go, come on, let's go inside. And we go inside. I drag him if I have to.
We gotta let go of the
You-
the trail though. The
You drag
string
him.
is
You
yarn.
drag him
I
in.
drag you, and then I say, let it go. Or however that thing works.
Is it possible for me to control the blood while it's not directly attached to me? So like, just sever the
You're
link,
not-
but still have like a blood rope around him?
You're not sure. You've never done this before.
I don't want to let him go. If I've caught him,
I whip out my rapier and I cut it. Or whatever that sword is.
You don't know what you've caught.
All right. Yeah, you can kind of puncture through the through the blood itself. It is stiff. It's not. It's more like punching through like hard leather or something tough and stringy than it is like cutting through liquid.
Yeah.
Ouch. Does it hurt you? I'm sorry if it does.
It means you feel it.
I would say it probably does. It feels like an extension of myself.
Oh no,
So-
I'm sorry.
It's like
That said,
Evangelion.
Felix doesn't have a huge problem with the pain.
Yeah,
If
he digs it.
anything,
I mean, I'm just buffing you up for the next fight, technically.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I push him inside.
Okay,
We're going
okay.
inside the building.
Okay, we'll,
Nice.
we'll wait.
I'll just shove something up on the other side of the door.
And
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep
Smash
the
door.
smoke outside so that it looks like we've just gone in here if they're keeping an eye on us.
All right.
And then, yeah.
So you guys rush inside one of the nearby buildings and kind of board up the door, block it up as best you can. And you find yourself in this fairly dark chamber. Let me turn this on.
I feel like I need like an on switch for the mask whenever this happens.
Mm.
It's dark. Flick.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys you find yourself in this building. It's dark. The building has clearly been destroyed or burned out. However, it is also very quiet, and you can hear the voices growing outside. There appears to be a group of them, and you can kind of see in a nearby sort of boarded over window, that in the dense smoke that chokes the streets and through your own kind of black cloud, you can't see the people, but you can see these kind of bobbing, glowing lights that seem to be fires that they are carrying, and as their shouting grows louder.
Can we see what Felix dragged down?
Yeah, what is this guy?
So I must have missed it. I was under the impression that Felix was going to stop dragging it as they were coming.
Yeah.
That's what we did. I cut the line.
Yeah.
In which
Can
case,
we see it?
it would still be out in the street. You can kind of see out in the distance. The streets kind of zig and zag a little bit, but the watchtower is probably about, I don't know, maybe 100 yards away down the road, down some twisting turns, and you see that there's a big well in front of the building itself, and it looks like there's just something big and kind of like rust brown. It doesn't look like a person. It looks like an object that is kind of like jutting out from the cobblestones.
And it had the little wound from Felix. Like that's 99% sure that's what he round up.
You're assuming. I mean, you can see sort of the trail of
appears.
blood, but it doesn't look like it's not like a straight an arrow pointing to it anymore. It's now more like a splatter of blood on the cobblestones.
What if he just pulled down a freaking statue or something?
I'd rather have that than the other worry I have.
Is that what the people are surrounding
What's
though?
the other worry you have?
That he pulled down a person.
The
Well,
people.
yeah, he pulled down a person.
That was the intention.
But we're here to make friends. I think.
Not with people who are shooting at us, okay?
We don't know that.
But we're not. I don't feel comfortable killing regular people.
Yes, we
It's
didn't
only
know if
4
he was a
stories. He's
sinner.
not dead. Probably.
Well, let's hope not. Hopefully this makes them.
Yeah, killing
guess.
first, asking questions later. May
Yeah.
not be the best way to go about this.
So
Regardless.
the crowd, they haven't gone to him yet, right?
They seem to be approaching. It looks like they're kind of moving in that direction, though, rather than towards you specifically.
I turn to the rest of you. Gurney, clearly, like, okay, it's time to go into work mode now.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We came here to see if they exist, the powder kegs. Guess what? They do. I guess. We need their explosives to get into the academy. We can either kill them all and take whatever we can find without knowing how to use it.
Wait, you want to blow up the door of the academy?
I mean, how else are we gonna get in?
If they don't open when we knock.
Pick the lock.
It's not that easy.
Yeah. The powder kegs are Plan Z. It's
Well, using explosives isn't exactly complicated. I mean, light
Well,
a fire,
regardless,
things go
The
boom.
gunpowder is though, right?
Well, anyone,
less.
if we use explosives, anyone, anywhere nearby will know we're there.
Well, regardless, we're moving through their territory.
This was the plan.
Should
were
we try
supposed
to-
First.
Should we try to actually get this guy and bring him in here, maybe, or whatever that thing is, before the crowd gets to him?
Yeah, we don't have much time. If you want to
We
make
can
an
interrogate
introduction,
him.
then do it now while they're busy.
All right,
No, we can use him as leverage.
there's a good idea. Let's go then.
A hostage or a friend. One
All of us, or just
He'll decide.
you?
I could go, and then if I could go as a shield, and someone else can go to drag the body.
Here's how we'll do it. Ulrich, you and me, will go out front first. I think
Yeah.
between the two of us, we can make a break for it. Vesper,
Sure.
Felix, we need you on the side, ready to jump in case they gun us down.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still not totally sure how this thing works, but if my blood trail is still leading to him, maybe I could tie him up again?
That's good. That's good. Do that if you feel able and willing.
Hmm.
But
Should I do
Remember-
that to start, or
yes, if he's
Okay.
still alive.
If he can,
dead,
yeah.
we can't risk it. Save
Okay,
that power
yes.
for when they actually start shooting at us. And if that's the case, we just run.
Yeah. See me. Can you do a check to see if he is alive from here?
No, let's just walk out.
Oh, wait for. Okay, chill.
Let's just walk out.
Chill.
All right.
Sneak walk out, not.
Yeah.
So you
Casually
two,
walk
you
out.
two want to try and sneak your way towards this group of people that are
Yeah,
making
we're
their...
gonna
Okay.
try to rush and grab the guy and drag him back in here, or wherever we can to the next available house.
Okay. You make your way out. You kind of open the door and make your way back into these sort of broken down, burnt streets. And you can actually see fairly clearly now, through Gurney's sort of thick, choking cloud of gas, that there are a group of people shouting, kind of, milling around, making their way in the direction of the noise. And you can actually see them fairly clearly now, as it appears they are mostly, they're men of different shapes and sizes. Some of them are tall, some of them are kind of shorter, some of them are more heavy set, some of them are more muscular. All of them, though, appear to be dressed in heavy leathers that drape down over their body, and what appears to be a white sort of cloth, sackcloth mask that covers their head, their entire head. And most of them are carrying what appear to be large torches, either in their hand or on poles. Some of them are carrying what appear to be basically dangling braziers of sort of burning, glowing coals. Others you can see, another one is kind of limping with what appears to be a large sort of barrel pack on his back. We lost Lisa again.
Yikes.
Yeah. On that, I think, how far away are they from us, do you think?
Shit. You can probably get to, they might notice you if you make a decent amount of noise, but they're probably maybe 100 yards away.
And how far away is the thing that was dragged down?
It's probably just past them. Or between, sort of, you're over here, if this is the courtyard,
Oh, he froze.
Yep. Let's wait a moment.
my internet
Okay.
connection is
Okay,
going to
right.
shit. So if there's a courtyard, right? Think of the well in the center. Just past it is the that thing that crashed. You guys are over here, and these guys are coming up this way. So
Right.
they're gonna
Crap.
they're gonna reach it before you. But
If that's the case, I'm gonna keep the barrier behind me and Ulrich.
Okay.
We're going to just straight up approach them. Felix and Vesper are going to stick to the side, moving between the alleyways as best they can, or through the rubble.
Should,
And
should I try and do the rope thing like immediately? And if so, should I try and pull him with me? Pull him away from them?
if they're gonna get there first, I do this. I shake my head to you to hold that off until it gets violent.
It was pretty heavy too. Like when you like felt it, Felix. Like you weren't able to kind of zoom. You don't think like you'd be able to pull it? You might be able to.
I
You can
mean,
help.
Okay.
the big boy.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Chill. I
If you wanna
didn't know
touch
if
my
you got
blood?
Nice.
Trying to talk bad about his
Okay.
blood.
No. I was just making sure like we could do that. Okay. Sweet.
All right, so me and Ulrich stepping out. This wall of wisps of black smoke behind us. I make sure my mask is on, just like adjusted, and I just sort of like hold my hands out like this as I approach and say, "Hello, fellow hunters, powder kegs. No worries."
As you sort of make your announcement, like grunts and shouts and noise comes up from this group as many of them sort of turn these masked heads to you, and you see their head is just sort of like a white sackcloth mask with just very simple holes, black holes cut in for the eyes. Their heavy leather garb, kind of giving them a featureless expression as they kind of turn with their torches, and you hear shouts of tainted, smell of beast, burn. And then all of them start sort of raising their torches as they
That should
begin.
This is why we don't reason with people.
Well, you tried, boy. Time
Let
to
me
say
here,
it.
hold on.
Blood rope.
I'm going to, yes, for you, definitely get that blood rope going, but I'm going to, once I realize this, what can I do?
I think we need to get back up in that tower and then use whatever they're shooting to help defend us. Like we bring this guy back up there, maybe they'll protect us.
Yeah, let's get whatever we pulled down away from these guys. So I'm gonna gesture to you, Felix, to get the blood rope, and I'm gonna do this as I'm just gonna pour out some more smoke. And once I get the opportunity, I'm just going to blast them with another barrier.
All right.
Nice.
I rolled a 33 for controlling the blood rope.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
I am looking, and I can't find it right now. I'm looking for the art that I had for these guys because I don't know if I saved it or not.
ah, Speedy, that's so gross. The powder KKKs. Oh, no, we have to
dear.
kill them.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Come on, the white
Nice. This is gonna be good.
Did I save it?
Well, they're sacks.
Nice.
They're just wannabes.
Mm. gosh.
In the meantime, I'm going to run really quick to the bathroom.
I'm gonna get my big slice and dice multiple target
That's
queued up to roll.
That's
Yeah,
great, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't
Go for
find
it.
I can't find what the art that I used for these guys. Maybe more, maybe. No, that makes me sad. Okay, so you were rolling to control the blood again.
Yes, I got a 33.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find it. So what happens is you let me move this here. You kind of like reach out and do your best to grab. However, you're fairly inexperienced with this. You're behaving more on instinct than you are on actual understanding of what this power is and how it functions. And so, as you reach out and grasp it, you feel sort of a tug or a twitch or a surge of impulse run from your wrist up to the blood. By the way, I should point out, Felix, your arm from when you threw the dagger has not really recovered.
I did. That's a lot of blood. Yes.
No, I don't mean not the one you drained your blood from. I mean the one that you threw the dagger with.
Oh, because I used my arm really hard. That's a really strong throw.
It was a little, so when you threw, it was almost as if your arm sort of lengthened, adding what feels like an extra joint.
I want to say that again.
Lengthened in what?
Sorry, say that again?
My arm lengthened and what? You froze.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like it added an extra joint.
Ooh.
So it's like I can bend this in an extra place now.
So it kind of like whipped a little bit harder, and yeah, it hasn't fully recovered. You feel like something inside you may have changed a little bit.
I have concerns, but I'm ignoring them.
No!
As my thought is currently focused on the blood, which I don't understand, but just I put my cut hand down on the still wet blood on the ground, and you see it, the trail of it kind of leading up to this guy. You see the blood just kind of drip and start to conglomerate back into a thick viscous rope, and leading back into my hand.
As you are kind of tugging on it, actually, you kind of go to pull, and as you pull, the blood itself, like, again, an impulse sort of shoots down it, and rather than just sort of pull to you, it just, like, a series of spikes kind of lash upwards from this sort of blood on the ground, and they all kind of, like, they don't hit anything, they just like out, pointing towards where you're pulling from.
So it's now just like a kind of spiked rope.
The word rope is kind of stretching it. It's more like you are kind of like it's kind of like you kind of have measure of control over it, but you also are you're having trouble focusing. Mostly because you realize that while you exert a very strong control over this, you feel like there's something missing.
Ascension. I need more. But, well, I'll try to pull as best I can, I suppose.
You actually kind of sort of manage to wrench a little bit, and you see this what looks like a rusted iron kind of like metal thing that's sticking out of the ground, just and it topples over and slams into the ground, and you can hear it kind of slowly dragging along the cobblestones. It's not moving quickly. This thing is very heavy.
So it's a big metal thing. I have no idea it's definitely not a person though.
It's not a person, no.
Weird.
Shit.
Now, as you're doing this, these masked people they've been alerted, and they're making their way towards you.
I'm making my way towards them, and I'm going to cast the Fear Bane, and I am going to roll against 3 of them.
All right, let me turn something on here. Where is it?
Oh gosh.
All right. So go ahead and roll your Bane, because these guys are going to reach you very shortly after. What happened to Lisa? Is Lisa doing? Is she still here? What's going on?
I hope she's coming back. So I have to roll. It's disadvantage 3, but I'm going to actually use a nat 20 on this.
Okay.
So I have to roll 3d20 plus my 2d6 crap, and the lowest one is a 6, 12. 16 plus a d6 as well, because that explodes.
All right.
Yeah.
41.
41 is the total, and that's my last nat 20. Bada boom. I want this smoke wall to just bubble up and just snarl at them as I approach them. and it just starts like, I just try to make like tendrils like curl out of it and just like drag across the ground as, if I can, make a really creepy eyeball just like pop out, I guess.
So you wanna form like a horrific image with your cloud.
Yes, as it like approaches them and like they get a little smell of it, and it's like the smell of the fistula, and it's not nice. I want them to know it's not nice.
So what's the total?
The total is 41.
Nice.
I am the scariest nerd in Palemore. Fear me!
Oh, you're using a 20 on this. Okay.
Yes, I'm using my last one.
Got it. Okay. So, that means... What am I hearing in my fucking headphones?
That's my pretty princess.
As you guys, as you sort of this image rears up, and it coalesces, and this sort of screaming face opens up, and its mouth just with this giant gazing eye in the smoke that kind of peers out. You actually see this rushing crowd of torch-wielding masked fanatics that are coming towards you, intent on burning you to cinders, kind of falter in their step. What exactly does the Fearbane do?
They have to use their entire action to get as far away from me as possible.
Yeah.
You hear among the crowd shouts that you some of them you can make out, some of them you can't, and you hear things like "beastly hunters" and "a church's scourge upon us," and they are gonna start backing up into down the alley as you have faltered their rush. They still want to are driven, but they are right now kind of keeping their distance.
Nice.
Convince the rest of them, if you will. However you wish.
Yeah, I could lay down, cut off a couple of heads if you want. I don't know what you want me to convince.
Well, that certainly sends a message.
Sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah. Don't try to run. You don't have any legs. And I'm just gonna go for a nice sweep at the kneecaps.
So you're gonna rush in and cleave at these dudes?
Yeah, just
okay.
Do like a little Mortal Kombat.
Oh, sweet.
Sweep
the leg.
Yeah.
Bear in mind they 18. Okay. Yeah.
I could use an nat 20 too if we need it.
So you kind of rush in, and with your big sort of metal sword, you manage to kind of catch one and kind of send him crashing into one of them next to the people. However, because you rushed in, they may have faltered away from Gurney's sort of cloud, but they can still attack you because you are right up with them. And because they were going to attack last turn, but they were sort of frightened away from it, that means they are going to unleash a lob of things on you. Give me 1 second here. As
Did them afraid
they're lobbing peasant stuff at me.
Not more worms. Napalm. It's gonna be napalm.
God protect me. Okay, I should have mentioned Ulrich went into rage youth mode when he ran up there. So I guess it should have been you don't have any legs!
Lovely.
Nice.
Speedy, your headphones are beautiful.
Yes, courtesy of Toon Earth. Donated
nice.
For them. It was
Buddy.
amazing.
Nice.
Oh man,
God
I need to get me some new headphones.
Nice.
Stop hinting at Toon Earth.
Oh man, where can I find it? I can't.
Andrew.
Of course I can.
It's gonna be like.
Of course I can't.
They're gonna be like, "Be anointed, sinner." and it doesn't do anything.
This is what I'm
Good
looking
story.
for.
Yeah.
Unless young Ulrich has any sinful thoughts.
I don't know. I can't get into that.
Mm.
You'll have to ask him yourself, man. No spoilers.
Oh,
Nice.
alright.
If they do splash holy water on him, he won't start burning alive, though, for the record. So he's not that bad.
Alright, I'm just looking for my notes here and I can't find them.
Nice.
I guess that's it? Yeah, that's the one I'm looking
Dang, they were gonna really kill me. He has to bust out his notes and stuff.
Okay.
What the hell? These guys have hiding in there.
for. So, against Ulrich, 1d plus 2.
Don't even try it.
You are going to take 1 and 2 Molotov cocktail attacks.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's like the flames of hell.
All right.
But they don't face me. My guard's 21 now,
Whoa.
so it's more than my age.
Oh, for some reason my my alerts aren't going off. Apparently we got nat 20 for everyone, including Astrid. I must have missed that before.
Oh.
Nice.
Thanks, buddy.
Too late for you to use it against me though this turn.
My alerts are not. We're not going off. They should be
Thanks,
going off
Tuna.
now. That wasn't Tuna.
Oh really?
Okay, so as these Molotov cocktails kind of fly out, you throw up your blade and you shield yourself with it, but you can feel kind of the splash of burning oil kind of showering around you. It kind of singes along your heavy leather and your armor. But it doesn't manage to do a whole lot of damage. However, you are going to also take 1 strike with a large spear type weapon, a 12.
Ooh. Luckily, he's skinnier in this mode. Does not hit him.
All right, so and the spear kind of just lunges into you, and you feel it kind of impact the leather a bit as it glances off the side. But yeah, you are you're basically, these guys are closing in around you with shouts, torches kind of jabbing in your face, spears and weapons and other things, just keeping you at bay. And you can hear other things happening behind them as they kind of are still reeling from their fear. All right, so you know what? I think we're probably not we won't do this as an initiative thing. We'll just have everyone take a turn, and we'll have everyone take 1 turn, and then we'll see what happens. So, Felix, did you want to do something?
Yeah, so I'd like to move towards the thing that I have in my blood string. I'm gonna try and basically be pulling it towards me while also moving towards it, and through both of those, so meeting somewhere in the middle to reach it.
Okay.
And then getting a better look at it.
All right, give me 1
Start.
second.
Chill.
Yeah, go for it.
I have an idea of what this might be.
All right, so yeah, go ahead.
Do you want me to make what kind of check?
Sorry,
Blood or might.
You're gonna have to remind. I was changing my music. You have to remind me what you want to do.
I wanna basically, I just want to get to the metal thing that I have. I want to pull it towards me and also move towards it.
Okay.
Yeah, try and reach it.
A might check.
Do it.
Exploding 4.
I mean,
Okay.
Lots. We just need a lot of 4s here. Okay.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
8.
So what's the total?
8.
That is not going to be enough to.
All right.
That is not going to be enough to move this thing.
8.
If I
So
if
what's
I can't
total?
move it, can I just run towards it instead?
Yeah, absolutely. You can the best you can do without getting in range of this mob is kind of skirt all the way around like the well in this little courtyard area, It would take you a little bit longer to get there, but you will avoid their attacks.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Is there anything else I can do, or is that gonna be my